year is defense. We've overhauled all the defensive mechanics across the board. Tackling, pass rush, coverage AI, it's all been significantly upgraded. What we've gone for is a more balanced game overall. Madden's historically been very offensive focused. This year it's a lot more balanced. There's things you can do on defense. We also have a new defensive camera, which allows you to play defense looking back at the offense instead of the other way around like it used to be. When we analyze defensive mechanics in Madden, one of the things we realized is people were struggling with spatial relationships on a 3D plane as fast as the game moves. People were tackling and flopping a lot, basically diving on their faces and missing tackles. What we needed was an assist feature that would tell you the distance that you needed to be to the ball carrier to actually make that tackle. And that's why we built the tackle cone. But the thing about it is, you can shut it off. There's an option to turn it off. It's kind of like once you get used to it, once you understand the distances, if you're comfortable with that, you can then shut it off. And in online play and all Madden difficulties, it's shut off by default. But it's kind of like if you want it on, you can have it on. If you want it off, you can shut it off. You know, last year, Madden 25, a lot of people felt zone was soft, and offense could really just rack up the numbers. So what we did is we met with a bunch of football players. We had Cortez Allen and Stevenson Sylvester from the Steelers come and work with us for a week on how coverage should actually work. And one of the biggest differences is when they decide to break. They break on the throw, or do they break as soon as the quarterback goes to cock the elbow? And that's a big difference. So higher rated defenders will break much faster now. But probably the biggest thing in coverage this year is how defenders choose to go for either play the man, play the ball, go for the pick, or go for the slot. And that's all situational and based on player traits this year. So it's allowed us to really tighten up coverage without increasing the number of interceptions. Across the board, the way the game is shot, the way replays look, it's authentic. It's the way NFL films would shoot it. It's the way a broadcast would shoot it. And it's only by hiring an expert that we were able to get that level of authenticity in the game. So you're going to see all the post-play reactions are in real time now. They're not cutscenes anymore. We have a pregame show, a halftime show now. Just overall, the game looks way better with lighting, and the shots are just much more realistic. I think, above all else, presentation is the one thing that's jumped the highest this year. So this year, we knew we had to pay off the Gen 4 hardware with truly next-gen visuals. Our graphics team did a phenomenal job. Player likenesses, heads, quarterbacks. We have people going around the league right now at camp shooting players to get their faces in the game. So we're trying to get 100% of the NFL actually face scanned into the game. You'll see increases in lighting, player body model differentiation, and just across the board, the game just looks so much better this year. The significant improvements in CFM this year mainly focus on practice and how you practice with individual players. So practice is no longer like going into an actual game. It's actually on a practice field, working individual position by position or with the team. It leverages our skills trainer content. We've also done big things in online with matchmaking to make sure that people don't get blown out when they play online and don't want to play again. But yeah, across the board improvements across all modes. Madden comes out on August 26th for PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and Xbox 360.